available for purchase tonight. It's good that somebody codified the history of the band, because one thing I've always said about the Nihilistics, if we had gotten in a van and tried to go anywhere, we would have murdered each other. We made it as far as Massachusetts, and that was about it. But you guys managed to crisscross the country several times.
3 altogether, I believe.
That's kind of amazing to me. How did you do it? I mean, was there a plan, or did you just pile in the van with your gear and take off?
The first tour we did was called the Invite Ourselves Tour, and we did the entire tour in Paul's car. What car did you have back then?
It was a
Granada? Ford Granada.
Right.
Also known as the Mercury Monarch, if you could pay a little more money, right?
So,
and it broke down. I mean, right? It was a piece of crap, right?
You know,
when we got back, it fell apart.
Yeah, we put so much mileage on it.
That was 7 weeks.
So this is a tour where you're using. This is a tour where you're using other people's amps.
Correct. We borrowed.
Drums.
I brought drumsticks and a pedal, and I think a snare drum. Paul and Bruce brought guitars and chords.
That was it.
And that was it. We made sure that the opening bands had equipment for us that we could use, and they get on the show. And it worked out pretty good for being DIY. That was as DIY as you could possibly.
DIY.
We were fixing the car with duct tape, literally, as it would things would break on it.
I love that you've got a lot of pictures in the book, by the way. People did take pictures. You could see them, but
full color.
Bands that actually opened for you or played with you or were on the same bill with you.
What was that?
Some of the bands that you appeared with on some of these bills.
Oh,
While Paul gets his wine.
So many. We've played on tour. We had played a lot with Battalion of Saints and Cause for Alarm and the Rhythm Pigs and
7 seconds. We tried to get when we were setting up the show to get the big band from each town to play on the bill, which usually worked out.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Like 7 seconds, we got to see him play with.
We played the 4th of July with 7 seconds, and that was a great show. It was like a VFW hall, and the summer was packed. It was an amazing show.
Poison Idea. It's another
Poison Idea was great, yeah.
VFW shows, by the way, are the best. I'm just going to endorse playing at the VFW. It's always the best, right? Hire a PA, play at the VFW. Were you guys, did everybody get along in the band? Because, I mean, the thing about AOD that always struck me is you were good at busting onions, heckling from the stage of the audience, but also giving each other a lot of grief.
Oh, we were self-deprecating.
Self-deprecating.
Very
That's the phrase I was thinking of. So did everybody get along, or were there thoughts of like, I'm trapped in a Ford Granada with a couple of people that I can't stand?
There was maybe like 1 or 2 days where somebody would be in a bad mood. There was a canned meat incident I recall with Bruce. But aside from that, no, we were just really just having a great time. I mean, it's like we were all really into punk and hardcore, and being able to go out on the road and not only play.
What was your baptismal moment, by the way? Because mine was going from Queens, a night at the opera,